Hello everybody, it's Football here with John Montes and welcome back again to our YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm also doing fine, and today we are back again. It's Tuesday transfer updates. This is a Manchester United transfer puzzle. A lot of things are happening in Manchester United at the moment. Bruno staying after rejecting that Saudi Arabia huge offer. And Jadon Sancho coming back again to Manchester United after Chelsea. There was no agreement between Chelsea and Jadon Sancho camp on salary. I think there was a disagreement on salary. So that one means Jadon Sancho is back again at Old Trafford, and Manchester United should find a way of selling him. So a lot of things. Yesterday before I slept, there was something to do with the Mbeumo, which I didn't talk about. I think I should drop it in this video, which is interesting. What is Amorim plan? How is this thing going to work? What is Amorim plan with all this happening around Manchester United transfer window? What is your thought into that? That is what we want to dive into this video. We want to dive into Bruno rejecting that offer, Jadon Sancho, what that one means to Jadon Sancho in Manchester United future or somewhere else, and Mbeumo to Manchester United, which is an interesting story. I'm digging into that now. Smash a like on the video, and by the way, if you know you are watching us for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscription button. Don't forget to click on that notification bell, so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach where it is now. Let's just dive directly into this. This is what Fabrizio posted, and this is what he posted today in the morning. I was not able to do that video because I was at work. Bruno Fernandes has rejected Al Hilal proposal. Despite crazy contract proposal, the Saudi Pro League, Bruno Fernandes want to continue playing football in Europa. In Europe, Manchester United captain want to play at top level in Europe. Decision made. Now, it's interesting. I knew this one was going to happen, and people had a different reaction into this. Some people wanted it to go through, some people never wanted it to go through. We were 50-50 onto this. Some of Manchester United fans wanted this deal to go through. We negotiate the deal, then accept the terms. And some of us, including me, never wanted Bruno to go because the contract was huge, but I don't see the importance of losing Bruno now. Because, okay, Al Hilal were offering around 100 million to Bruno Fernandes, which ideally is a good money for a 30-year-old player. But sometimes when you are renovating a house, there are some things in the house you should not take out. They were good. They don't need renovation. And I think Bruno was not part of our problem. I think it can be part of the solution to our problem, but I don't think it was part for our problem. My worry was, this is what my argument was, Manchester United should build a team around Bruno, because what has messed Bruno this time, or what has messed Bruno this season, is the team around him. The team around him was not good enough to perform. The team around him, he was left to do much. He was left to do like everything. The only thing Bruno didn't do is to play as a goalkeeper. That is the only thing that Bruno never did. But he was left to do everything in Manchester United. Now, if Bruno was just an average player, or Bruno was not passionate about Manchester United, or he was not passionate about playing for Manchester United, he could have taken that offer, because no one in the earth would reject that kind of deal. No one in the earth, if it's not of football purpose, no one will reject that kind of a proposal. So I think in football terms, or in football way, Bruno made the right decision, in my own opinion. Some of Manchester United fans wanted to get rid of him. We rebuild from the scratch. That one means getting rid of all players, because immediately you get rid of Bruno, that one means any player in that team is touchable. Any player in that team is touchable, and anybody can come and bid in for those players. Now, I think Rúben Amorim have already explained to Bruno what they are trying to build and how they are going to improve from next season to make sure they are back in Champions League the other season, and maybe win a silverware next season, because this season was a disaster for most players, and most players are already given up on Manchester United. Most players wanted to leave. Most players want to leave. Now, Bruno staying is an indication of we are building a team around him. We are building a team around him. And the main reason, if you ask me why Bruno have chosen not to go there, I think he's looking for World Cup next season. Maybe in Saudi Arabia he will not get a chance to play for Portugal in the World Cup, and I think Europe is more competitive, and it's good for him to be physically ready for the World Cup competition. So it's interesting how this one is going to play out, and I think it's a massive news for Manchester United fans. It's a massive news for Amorim, because I don't think Amorim would want or would love to lose his captain now, especially after that disaster season. This is the time you need your captain most. This is the time you need somebody who is familiar with the club. This is the time you need the familiar face in the club. Now, I think that is what Bruno is presenting now, and I think he has shown leadership and a strong support for Manchester United. And I think most of Manchester United fans will fancy this, and most of Manchester United fans will be happy with this new news. In my own opinion, I'm happy with it, and I think it's the right call Bruno has made. I don't care the age or whatever is aging or whatever. I don't care. There is nowhere in the earth you are going to get a player like Bruno, even if it's 30. Age is not a number to Portuguese players. I know most of the time. Now, good news for Manchester United. Bruno stays, and I don't think he's having any. If Manchester United fail, this is what I can put for Bruno. If Manchester United fail next season to produce something, if Manchester United went again in this bad disaster, then make a request to leave, because it will not be progressive at all. We have let you down. If the club decide to let you down again, now that one will upon the club. This one I know you have done it for the fans. You have not done it because Manchester United is great. He has not done it because Manchester United is the biggest club in the world. He has done it because the fans wanted this. The fans never expected him to go. There was a lot of talks around it, but fans wanted him to stay. And that is why Bruno has made this call. And actually, he's the best player of the season. Manchester United best player of the season is Bruno Fernandes. That one we cannot argue that. And there was no way Manchester United were going to get rid of him there was no way Manchester United were going to get rid of him if he himself didn't say that he want to leave. That one is my opinion into this. Now, let us dive to this freedom man, a freedom fighter, Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, the bid, Chelsea have rejected him. Literally, he has been rejected in 2 places. Borussia Dortmund rejected him. Chelsea are now rejecting him. Manchester United are also now going to reject him. But this is like Chelsea throwing back our burden to us, because we are saying know what, take your burden, stay with it, do whatever you want to do with it, we'll pay the fine. That is what Chelsea have done for us. I know he has messed up our plan because getting rid of Sancho is not going to be easy. Player like Sancho, player like Rashford, to get rid of them in the club as Manchester United is not going to be easy. This is a burden we have to carry again. I see a possibility of sending him back on a loan or a swap deal with a team that is interested in him. We might be working on a swap deal here, then we pay a little money on some players, because we have to get rid of Sancho. There is no choice, but we have to get rid of him. So the main reason why this didn't go on, this is what Fabrizio posted, and it's interesting that even Sancho himself refused to lower his salary. This is what he is saying. Main issue for Jadon Sancho was salary, as Chelsea didn't want to match his current salary at Manchester United. After negotiation, the deal of and Sancho back to United at the end of June, and ready for new move. Now, it's surprisingly how Manchester United sometimes offer crazy deals to players. This is really, really embarrassing for big clubs like Manchester United. Now we are stuck in a situation that we have to accommodate a player that we really don't want because of his salary. Chelsea could have easily have paid us 25 million, and we could have planned for that with that 25 million to get another player. Now he has forced us to stay with Sancho, which Amorim doesn't want him. I know he didn't have problem with Amorim. He had problems with Erik ten Hag. But he still have a problem with Manchester United. He has lost his place in the squad. He has lost his connect with the fans. Literally, the fans don't fancy him again. Playing for Manchester United will not make sense for him at all in his career. It will not make sense at all, because how will you play for a team that you have already castigated online. How can you play for a team that you have already disrespected officially online with your post and whatever you do? Now, he wanted freedom. It's like, I don't know how even to explain this. It's like you get out of you're bailed out of the jail, then you go outside there, you steal again, then you brought back again in the next stage. That is how the situation of Jadon Sancho is. He has no way back to Manchester United dressing room, and Manchester United must find a way to get rid of him. I heard of some rumors about Kudus coming in, a swap deal between Kudus and Sancho. Would love to, but his salaries are too high to many Premier League clubs. His salaries are too high to most of the European European clubs. So I think Manchester United are going to face a lot of problem dealing with Sancho, not unless they decide to absorb him in the team, and that one will depend on what Amorim decide. But I don't think it's necessary to absorb it. The people who I cannot absorb at the moment in Manchester United in the dressing room is Marcus Rashford and is Jadon Sancho. The main reason I cannot absorb Marcus Rashford is because this guy decided to leave Manchester United when they were in a critical moment to go out on a loan because the manager asked him to play. A manager asked him to put more effort. That is the main reason I cannot even return Rashford back into the team. I cannot return him back into the team. That is why we need to find a solution for this. And they are just messing up our plans because we need to get our signing as early as possible to make sure we are ready for pre-season. I've seen Manchester United running quickly in the market to make sure they do their deals as early as possible, so it gives Amorim time to work with the team. It gives Amorim time to deploy his system, to deploy his idea to the team and what he want to do. That is what Manchester United has to do. Make sure that you bring your signing as early as possible, and those people who are going, make sure they are gone as early as possible. I haven't heard a lot of departures, but I think there was some rumors on Hilal. I haven't had anybody interested in Garnacho yet, but a lot of things will be happening between now until 30th June for Manchester United. A lot of things will be happening. So we keep eye on Manchester United signing, and we keep eye on the people they are targeting to attract. This week we might likely see some departures. We might likely see some departures in Manchester United. Regardless of, based on the stories I'm hearing, a lot of departure might happen this week. So we are looking to see where Jadon Sancho will play next. I think it doesn't matter where he plays, even if you decide to give them to Arsenal, even if we decide, but at least we get something out of him. I don't think 25 million price tag is bad. I think that one is reasonable, based on his performance and based on his capabilities. Sometimes he can come and change the game. He had already won Europa League with Chelsea. He took Borussia Dortmund to Champions League. He took Chelsea to Champions League. Now he has won Conference League with Chelsea. Now they have to get rid of him. Now Sancho's deal and work is done in Chelsea. Now let's hope that he gets a club soon. Him and Rashford. Let's hope the two of them get a club as soon as possible. I don't know what you guys think about this, but that is my thought into Jadon Sancho deal. Mbeumo choosing Manchester United. This is interesting news that came out yesterday night. Mbeumo choosing Manchester United is massive. I already did a video about this, which really did well. I think it's going to bring that more physicality and more energy. But that one, I think, in my own opinion, will block the deal of Gyökeres. We can still do the deal for Gyökeres, but I don't think it will happen if we get Mbeumo. That is what I can say about that. I think Mbeumo is a good player, technically very good, pace, goal contribution in the league, a Premier League proven player. So it's not that miss that you think is from abroad that he cannot fit. We only hope that he can fit the system. That is our worries. That is our worries though. We hope that he can fit the system, Amorim system. That is what all I asked on Mbeumo. Matthias Cunha was already confirmed, so Manchester United already have signed one player for that. I've already signed one player, Cunha, which is really a good player. I'm looking forward to see him in the international break and how he's going to perform in the international in the international competition. That is what I'm looking forward into looking I'm looking forward into. Let me see down in the comment section what you guys think about those updates. What is your thought into this? Who do you think? Where do you think Sancho will land next? In is it Premier League? Is it Spain, or it is Bundesliga? Let me see that. Let me see that down on the comment section. Smash a like on the video. Don't forget to click on that subscription button if you know you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to click on that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach where it is. Until you do the next one, enjoy.